Because synthetic biology starts with parts. These can be DNA parts, like sequences, pieces of DNA. Could also be other parts, proteins, maybe. Lipids, anything you like, biological parts. The other thing that synthetic biology starts with are rules and models. So instead of breaking things down, synthetic biology tries to build things up. Now if you have parts, how do you build things up?
For me, synthetic biology is indeed a combination of biology and engineering tools, and which are used to co-create components of life or processes that could have implications in various fields like healthcare industry or environmental issues. I also take a slightly moderate position. I do think any technology per se by itself is neutral. It's also how we use it, how we regulate it, for what purpose, to what end we use the technology. And I think that's where we should be focusing on rather than taking an extreme position.
In fact, I think personally that it's a very human-centric way of viewing the world. We think that synthetic biology can solve all of our problems, and we think that we actually can understand exactly what's wrong with us, in that, you know, we don't feel, well, oh, we can just cure this disease. Oh, my child may be a little bit stupid. Oh, it's okay, I'll just edit that gene. So I think it's actually a very human-centric view of the world.
For me, I see it as a great tool that will enable us to do different things. It can touch a variety of fields like energy, medicine, and everything.
I hope it does not end up like the GMO story, where there was a promise of a future. Norman Borlaug, the Green Revolution, ended up with the Nobel Prize, and then from there it just went all the way down.
I'm working in the wastewater treatment, so to treat wastewater, to purify the wastewater with the use of microorganisms. And I mean, a challenge that I found really interesting is that the wastewater is considered as a waste, but actually it can be also a source of energy, of all kind of product. And so I think we can switch from kind of a treatment that need energy to treat wastewater for something, for a kind of a design of a treatment that can produce energy, that we can get something out of this waste.
What I do hope that synthetic biology does is that it helps us accomplish quite a few things. One is obviously tackling local diseases such as the Zika virus, malaria. And the second hope I really comes true is in cultivating biological organisms, especially food produce in space. I think if humanity does not become spacefaring, like Carl Sagan said, it will wipe itself out on Earth. So I really hope synthetic biology can help us in that regard.
So synthetic biology seems to be this wonderful new technology which in fact could help us solve like a lot of issues in both our daily lives and in medicine, and even in how we consider our environments as well. It's great technology, could eliminate a lot of diseases, ensure our food security, and plenty of other great things. But
this is a war on the autonomy of life, and what I want to say to synthetic biologists, that you are on the front line of this war, whether you want it or not, whether you just study or you produce. You're on the front line.
And so it would be really tempting to try to get rid of either mosquitoes or malaria. But, for instance, mosquitoes play an important role in our food chains. There are other animals that need mosquitoes, such as birds and fish in ponds that eat on larvae. But where do the risks lie? Well, basically, we don't exactly know how this technology works. We need to have more controlled trials in terms of what happens when we actually release this technology in the wild.
We fear something much more if we don't understand it. So going back to this subject of the public, I think if public would understand better these methods of biology, it would be more easy maybe to try to assess the risk that they pose in relation to other things.
There's been also an institutional development in the way in which science is governed that of course make us, you know, if we want to be optimistic, make us also consider the opportunity that things could go otherwise in the future. I don't really see how at this moment, but the democratizing the way in which science is governed has been a trend in the last at least 15, 20 years, which we should not ignore in making a balance, in making you know, the benefit and risks analysis of how we want to proceed in synthetic biology as many other technologies.
So what you can do though is do your best in electing the most well-informed politician. Wherever you have a say in influencing policy, that's what you should interact in, participate in the democracy, and participate in the debate on policy side. And I think it is truly our legislators and our policymakers who should be able to take the responsibility into their own hands and regulate the effects of synthetic biology properly. Because if we put the burden of responsibility on the scientists, you're not going to end up with true and genuine research. You're going to end up having research which is driven by vested interests wherever only the people want it to go and not where science itself wants to go. Thank you.